You're watching the final heat of the day, round of 32, heat number 8. Wade Carmichael and Deivid Silva will fight for a spot into the round of 16. Already in motion is the Brazilian surfer, Deivid Silva, the rookie on tour, chucking the fins out in that transition and finds a vertical hack to finish on his feet. Take another look, Potts.
Yeah, he's got great flow, this kid, and he's got pizzazz as well. I mean, he gets that tail out the back of the wave. Look at that. There's not many guys been doing that today. They've kind of been connecting with the lip.
It's interesting you asked the question. I was just wondering the same thing. He looked like he came off of his board and then reconnected. Yeah. It was insane. From the back, you could see the board drifting across the lip. It did not look like he was connected.
Show some control, and if you fall off, they're going to dock points out of that.
And that makes sense. Carmichael rolling in, representing Avoca. He'll hop out. Interesting start there. It's been all about Deivid Silva. There's another drifting snap. Look at the energy off the bottom. Sneaking in a carve and getting a little bit stuck on that last maneuver. Saw Deivid Silva having a warm-up yesterday. I was like, hey, it looks like it's going to get pretty big.
Deivid Silva gets the end section of it and connects with a couple of nice turns. I mean, you can see how that board, there's no drag on it. It seems like it's really corky right on top of the water, and in conditions like this, why not?
The main event. Jacob Wilcox happy to be performing and taking out world number 2 to surf a massive day of competition tomorrow, catching up to Wade Carmichael. That's what he's famous for. Laying down that rail, big rooftop rock and roll float to finish. This is the roll in for Carmichael.
You can see a lot of creases in the wave here this afternoon, so you've got to make sure you connect with your maneuver and have that speed to get over. You can see just getting stuck a little bit right there and coming to that last section with not much speed. So
Deivid Silva, big wind up, he'll attack the lip. Hits it off the top, and what a smooth line. Another big vertical slam for Silva.
He's just relentless. It's almost like he can just time it perfectly. Beautiful snap right there. And just that bottom turn, top turn combo he's got going on at the moment. Nice and low off the bottom. This is going to be a massive score for Deivid Silva.
He's just kind of the people's champ. You know, he's sort of that underdog story, especially in Australia. They love that story of a guy that doesn't have major backing as a junior, now does on tour, and he's already finding some great rhythm against the top 34. There's a roundhouse cutback for Carmichael. Clean power wrap, big wall to finish. He'll attack the lip line to get the end section maneuver out of the way.
The wave selection, look at it, beautiful clean face. Not many creases in it. That's the ones you got to try and find. The diamond in the rough, beautiful turns there from Wade. Let's have a look here. Bangs it off the top, lands, and gets knocked off. So there's that question mark, right? And you don't want to leave that question mark out there.
And breaking down the action of the world's best. 21-22 to go. Carmichael doesn't have priority, so Silva will take this wave. Behind the section, he'll slip off of the roof there.
Currently looking for an 8.0. And as you said, that last one a 3.17. So the judges want to see these guys control their last turn.
On the way back out, Silva gets this one under priority. Carve the snap. Has so much control, that tail slide. Rips it off the lip again. He'll play with the inside corner. He's got a wedge section and a nice clean closeout re-entry. Silva fighting with the turbulence to show the judges he has control. And there's backwash moving. It's pretty shallow in there too, so you got to be careful protecting your equipment.
On getting a good wave, and talking about good waves, this is another good wave here from Deivid Silva. Big snap off the top. Whether it's going to go into his top 2, I'm not sure, but I love the attack. I love the style and just the body position when he goes into those backhand turns. And again, calling that an incomplete turn on the last maneuver.
Cool part about that, we'll see a lot of reef. We saw him at D-Ball. We know he can do it in the air. We know he could final at the Vulcan Pipe Pro. And now you see a big open ocean swell here at Bells Beach. That could happen first thing in the morning. Here's Carmichael. 17:45 to go. Line still pumping around the corner at Winky Pop. Carmichael digging in. Looking for an 8 to advance. Just a short ride again for Wade Carmichael.
Generally in Australia, that's what happens.
I saw Wade quickly. He actually agreed that's his name though. So watching this one now, Carmichael. Beautiful down carve, float over the whitewater. And just sneaks in a wrapping turn towards the tail end. Needs an 8 to get the lead change. 14:20 to go.
That'll be one of his better scores.
Set this one up out the back.
Yep. Nice opening maneuver. Straight up through the lip again, and then gets around the section for one more turn. And I like the fact he kicked out of there and didn't try too much at the end.
So even though the rail work looks solid, it was better than the waves he had before, but still needing a big score of an 8-point ride. Here comes Deivid Silva. Vertical fin throw out the back. Right into a bottom turn and attacking the lip line. Silva has been ruling these conditions, and we saw the 2-turn combo from Wilcox in the heat previous. And that one looked just a little bit more radical.
I was coaching a surfer today, and they said, what do I do? I'd say switch foot. Go backhand. Because that seems to be working today as he comes off the bottom. A beautiful deep bottom turn. Gorgeous backhand snap in the pocket there. Let's have a look again from a different angle. Upside down right in Wade's grill. And then straight into the next turn. Beautiful. I like the way he gets nice and low. Projecting off the top. Keeping that nose out of the water. It comes out nice.
I was not expecting a 5-3-3 for a 2-turn combo. Like you said, that was pretty radical, especially blowing the tail in the first section. Wade Carmichael snap to carving move, and he's got some speed and an end section to work with. He's got to just fly off the roof. Quick redirect in the pocket. Solid forehand hack again for Wade. Jams it and now finishes solid on his feet. So one that let him open up a bit more.
Let's have a look at it. One of those more inside waves. Nice clean on the face. Beautiful opening maneuver. And there's the power, the raw power from Wade Carmichael. Thought he was going to go for an air there. He got this stance nice and wide. Just a transition move to get around that section and capitalize on this inside. That's more like it. I want to see more of that from Wade. Bit more commitment, bit more effort in each maneuver, and finishes strong. There's a definite comeback wave there for Wade Carmichael. As you see the drone shot, Joe, covering a lot of distance. And it was one of the inside waves. You can see how a set wave had just gone through, cleaned up the lineup, made that wave nice and smooth for Wade just to start tagging it all the way through. So looking at quite possibly Wade's best wave here, and he's going to narrow that requirement. By how much, we'll have to wait and see.
Medina also equal 5th. Will be surfing in the very next heat, maybe first thing in the morning against Hazelwood. Rolling in now, Carmichael just for a moment up and out. Minute 30 to go. And now all the goofies are proud, especially Luke Egan. He'll be on the post show to be breaking down all the action. Deivid Silva uses priority to enjoy this victory lap and creating another major upset at the Rip Curl Pro Bells Beach.